Ryan Fitzpatrick has yet another team, the Washington football team, the 9th NFL franchise he's played for. I'm Robin Lundberg here with Bill Enright. And Bill, I think you know my stock line about Fitzpatrick. If your quarterback is better than Ryan Fitzpatrick, you're in good shape. If your quarterback is worse than Ryan Fitzpatrick, you're in bad shape. If your quarterback is Ryan Fitzpatrick, he'll eventually be replaced. But when you look at the NFC East, the reason I thought the Cowboys were the favorite is because of Dak Prescott, clearly the best quarterback in the division. Yet Washington did win it a year ago, and I wasn't sure who their quarterback was going to be. And sometimes I think people undersell the fact that Fitzpatrick has been capable of, at least for a while, starting and playing well for so many teams. So could you make the argument all around, now that at least they've got a serviceable starter, Washington should be the favorite in the NFC East?
I'm still going to pick the Cowboys. They were 6-10 last year without Dak Prescott. Washington only finished a game better than them, and you can make the argument that the quarterbacks that the Cowboys threw out on the field once Dak Prescott went down significantly worse than the product that Washington had at quarterback. I am interested to see what Fitzpatrick can do. We might see a little Fitzmagic in the nation's capital. They got some good playmakers there. Terry McLaurin, Antonio Gibson, Logan Thomas, some really a young core on that offense. And then we know about their defense. Maybe the old vet comes in. He has some really good games for them. And they pull off a couple upsets, but I don't think they're going to win the division again. Remember, just because you won a division in 2020 does not make you a good football team. The entire NFC East was just so bad that someone had to come out of the division as the winner, quote. But I don't think anyone was really a winner of that division in 2020. It was some really, really bad football.
Well, I think you almost said Fitzmattress there, and I don't think you should sleep on Washington because, they played Tampa as well as anyone in the playoffs, right? And Dallas's defense was a real problem a season ago. I'm with you. I mean, Dak Prescott is far and away the best guy, and I'll side with the quarterback there. But I don't think it's a big gap with Washington and with Fitzpatrick in place there, because he has proven at least that he can get the job done.
And I think that's going to be the main thing for them, right? Because if he's proven he's gotten the job done with teams like the Jets, the Dolphins, Tampa Bay, where the expectations were very, very low before he got there. Are the expectations now with Washington a little bit higher because they did make the playoffs last year? That could be something that you might want to think about too. Only because, listen, when you're entering a bad team, right? Like when Fitzpatrick took over the Jets or the Dolphins or the Bucks, they were awful. Now you're coming into a team that just won 7 games. Okay, is it a similar situation where the Buccaneers won 7 games, Tom Brady takes over, and all of a sudden they're an 11-win team? You're not going to expect that from Ryan Fitzpatrick. But if they get to 8 or 9 wins, maybe the signing will be worth it.
Yeah, and I'm not going to compare him to Tom Brady or anybody like that. But when you're talking about Fitzpatrick, it's interesting what they're going to do at that position going forward. But, Bill, he's been in so many places where he wasn't the guy. At this moment, it might feel like Washington is his football team.